What's going on, guys? I'm your old mate, Dr. Cuts. This is Encyclopedia Ray. You're watching Just the Tippin'. Tonight we're talking to Mr. Hayden Wilby.
Ooh, Mr. Nadia.
The mayor of Wainuiomata.
Konnichiwa.
He's just been on a political mission to Japan. Oh, konnichiwa.
Wainuiomata is going to be so much better off for it.
Yep, and we're talking about the upcoming 6Banger Burnout Nats that Mr. Wilby, Fitzroy Motorsport, is putting on.
6Bangers. You need some kind of weird finger stickers, eh? Like, you know, you have something on one hand.
Like
it's just like
I think it needs to be 3
Roman.
in the pink and 3 in the stink.
What's the Roman digits? What's the Roman digits for 6? It might get on one hand.
I don't know.
It's V1.
I don't know. Is it?
Anyway, you fucking weirdos.
Good
Tell
to
us,
see you,
bro.
brother.
Yeah, how you going, man? Tell us about 6Bangers.
Yeah, sweet. So basically, we've had discussions about this before. I always sort of talk about heaps of shit with the boys and all that, and I always said there was no like grassroots events. There's no way for anyone to have a chance to actually have a crack, you know, without having the pressure of going to a big comp or you know, like you don't even get a chance, bro, because, you know, like there's so many, you know, big V8s and that now that, as I say, it's harder and harder to get into burnout comps, you know. So I was just like, well, why don't we do a comp just for those guys, you know, that
or girls,
that do,
guys and girls,
or girls that do all the pad work, you know. They go out when there's oil downs, when it's raining, and we won't go out. I won't go out in the rain, you know, but the Sixers will go out there and smash tyres.
Yes.
These guys are the guys that entertain the crowd while we're too pussy to damage our equipment going out in the rain, you know. So basically, I was just like, you know, I talked about it a few times with the boys.
When we were down there, bro, on our NZ Tour 24, South Island, North Island, we did discuss the fact that the South Island is going streets ahead of us in the north as far as 6-cylinder comps and 6-cylinder classes, and they are having a fucking barrel of fun down there. And you did talk about bringing something 6-cylinder out, and we said, obviously, fuck yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, you know. They're so strong with it down there. And, you know, we have a heap of cars here, but it's, as I say, it's hard to get in. It's hard to get into events. There's not enough events happening, so it's hard to get into those events. So I just thought...
Grassroots is what you're saying.
Yeah. I talked to Paddy and Alan because last year me and the Peace went to Jamboree. They had an open pad all day, and literally there was like 5 or 6 of us. We pretty much had the run of the place. I couldn't understand what was going on, you know. Right. So sort of did a bit of research and all that kind of stuff. Like, why didn't people go put it out there? Why didn't people make, you know, some people didn't know about it. Some people had heaps of various excuses. So when I said to Paddy, hey, listen, can I grab the pad for, you know, half a day and do some sort of just burnout only event, so that those people, because, you know, half the guys, especially in the 6-banger class, are not going to go out on the racetrack. You know, some of them don't have cars that can go out of there, you know. So I was like, hey, listen, can we do a burnout only entry? I'll organise it all. I'll sort of make it happen, and it just sort of went from there. And Paddy and Ellen were like, yeah, for sure. Obviously, they had to think about it first, because when they were like, oh, just 6-bangers, you know, type thing, I was like, yeah.
Oh, good on you, Paddy and Ellen. Well done.
Obviously, people that have already entered Jamboree and want to do skids, you know, still should be entitled to do skids. So we have an arrangement where they're going to have the pad from basically open at 9 a.m. or whatever to around 11:30 will be last skids for Jamboree entrance. So they can still get a burnout fix, and then we'll take over and we'll jump in and have a crack at it. So the problem was, I didn't realise that when I sort of started putting this out there that, you know, there was going to be so many people that wanted to be part of it. Yes. And
how many approximately?
I feel your pain, man. I feel your pain. What's the number? Yeah.
What's the number?
Yeah, so we had 65 entries that I could, valid entries. You know, there was way more, but I tried to make it so simple. I says, send me your name and a photo of your car, and that just shows me you're interested.
Yes,
now, people couldn't send me some people sent me videos, some people sent me like a photo of their car, but no name. And the email address was like I eat KFC on the daily at gmail.com. So I can't, you know, so So first thing was first, to qualify, they actually had to follow the rules.
Right.
Name and photo.
Right. Okay.
So those people then, when the interest closed, then qualified. Right. And so straight off the bat, I was like, I want to get the ball rolling, and I picked 5 cars, 5 vehicles, to get this all going, to get the ball rolling. All right. So I just picked 5 different vehicles that I thought were interesting, that would set the standard.
Quite spectacular ones, really. I think creme de la creme.
4 of them were. One of them was just a real shitbox fucking green ute from Tauranga, the toll road kings. But basically just picked that, and then sort of was like, whoa, shit. We've only got like 25 spots for public, So I was like, shit, how are we going to do it? Then I was like, what we're going to do is we're going to go on Facebook Live. We're going to put everyone else in the draw and give everyone a crack at it, And so everyone went in the draw, and we did the live, and we drew out the next 15 names. All right. So then that was done and dusted, and then I was like, fuck. Well, we've got still 5 public spots available. How are we gonna make this happen? And then I thought, well, we're going to throw it out to the public. So as you'll know, that finishes tomorrow.
Yes.
But
Wow,
bro. But it's been hectic, man. It's been hectic. And the thing is, I sort of feel a little bit sorry because, all the boys in there are messaging me, and everyone's like, yeah, you'll be in. And I'm like, well, if I just let all the boys be in, and if I just let, those that come to all the comps, and those that, then it defeats the purpose of what I was trying to achieve.
That's right. Yeah.
So basically, so I just had to say, this is how we're doing it, boys. Like it or lump it, Like if I was to do that, then I would lose credit as trying to be open and fair,
100%.
So.
And you know what? You've honestly, Bo, I massive big ups to you on that too, because aside from it being an incredible way of doing it, so you've picked some, you've been on a live to choose some, and now you've got the public to choose some. I mean, fuck, what an awesome way of doing it all, man. And you could not be fairer. Plus the fact that these last 5 spots that I've seen going, bro, holy fuck. People are pumping it, bro.
Yeah, I feel for you, bro.
And
It'll be quite,
Bro, and I, you know what? I see posts in places that I wouldn't think, from people that I haven't even heard of on their cars going, please pick me. Like, it's fucking, well done, bro.
That's always the interesting thing when you do the, put it out to the people, like for pitchery stuff, whatever the theme is. And I think it's worked really well, bro.
So,
for sure. And that's why I've tried to do it that way too. So then, instead of, as I say, if there was 15 random, I chose the first 5, 15 random, and then 5 going to the public, So, and then it's up to the boys or girls. If they really want to skid, they'll put the work in to get their car out there to get the votes, So we just, then it just gives, I just feel the fairest chance possible. However, I did notice after the first night or two, that there was a whole lot of random likes and whatever. So I put a post up.
Can't.
I didn't single anyone out. I just said, listen, I've noticed a trend. And if those boys that think that this concerns them want to message me and tell them how they've achieved this, all right, I'll let it lie. If you can prove to me type thing. So anyway, it's not the way they've done it. If I was to run this again, I would put some rules against it.
Right.
But the way they have done it, I can't knock their hustle. All right. So they've gone out there and listen, I've seen the screenshots. They've showed me everything of how they've been doing it.
Right.
They've literally been messaging hundreds. One dude spent a whole day, and I've seen the screenshots with messaging all the random people overseas, putting his stuff in overseas websites, putting his link, right? Just hoping that he gets a small portion to come across and like, right?
Wow.
And so at first I thought, because I could see the weird thing happening, but then when he showed me, I have to accept it because I haven't said, listen, it can't be people from overseas. I've just said most likes, right?
Yes.
And when you see the work that he's put in to achieve these, well, once again, although I don't agree with it, it's still he's working the system.
If he wins and gets the ticket, I hope he can skid, bro.
And
Hey,
let's all like all of us post a reasonable amount on social media. It's not that fucking easy or pleasant to try and get 200 people worldwide to like something in a few days. It's So that is some effort, bro. I would credit that effort too. Yeah.
So when it closes tomorrow, what I might do though is, because there is in a couple of them there, if they finish in the top 5, there is a couple that are. So there's actually quite a few blank profiles in there. So like the overseas profiles.
Yes.
And there's no, I can't see no friends. There's no pictures, no nothing. So if it comes down to it, I will scrutinise it, because, as I say, once again, I don't want no bullshit. I just want everyone having a fair shot.
The mutual friend thing's pretty easy, eh? Like, even with
it's not so much that. You can see it straight away when you go into it, you know. And then if I click on their link, click on their picture, and it's an empty profile, well, then I'll discontinue that. But listen, I don't know when you're going to put this video out, or when this is going to, you know. But tomorrow,
he's not sleeping tonight. He's not sleeping tonight. This fella.
So when the top 5 finish, I won't be able to announce it straight away, because I'll have to look into it a bit more.
Yes.
And then make a call on it, you know. So
I don't think we're concerned about telling everybody who's in this fucking comp, because you're not quite capable of doing that. We just, I guess, want to have a bit of a yarn with you about it. And so one of the things I'm interested in is, can you just go over how the event's going to run, sort of, you know, from sort of midday on? Give us a rundown on the day, bro.
Yeah, basically, so we get the pad at 12. So my plan is to kick off skids from 12 o'clock. But Jamboree, last skids will be 11:30. But if there's people lined up, we can't turn them away. So if the aim is to start around 12. We'll run round 1, right? Then we'll obviously have a 10, 15-minute pad break, clean. Round 2, and then there'll be a top 10. And then after that, there'll be a prize giving, and then that's us.
So no practices, straight into qualifying. No practices for any of the competitors.
No, just 2 rounds.
Just 2 rounds.
2 rounds, and we pick a top 10.
So you're judged on both rounds. Your overall score from round 1, round 2.
Yep.
So take your car prepared. So your first round skid is gonna be your blooming baddie. Yeah. Don't turn up like you. Yeah. Oh, I've just put a new trans in. You got a trans in or something. Like. Everything's going to, like, make sure you're bang on, so everything's...
Sad story, motherfucker. Next year, you got to turn up with it on the fucking gate, don't you?
Take it off the trailer and know that your first skid's going to be, like, exactly what you need to be able to do.
Right.
But is it still recording, boys? Because the screen's frozen behind you.
Oh. Okay, no, it is still recording. Fuck, when did it... it doesn't matter. I'll put some
How long have you been looking at
I'll put some emojis there. Hang on a sec.
Like 3 minutes. Oh, no, like a couple of minutes.
We've got to try and keep checking. It should fuck off now. There we go.
You're our first New Zealand interview.
So, yes, sorry.
You are.
So just on everything, okay? So, as I say, that's how it's going to run. 2 skids, we pick a top 10. But it's not going to be as you think.
Right.
All right? Now, I haven't actually finalised the plan, because I've got it all on my head, but how it's actually going to work out on paper, I will we'll start. That's my priority next week, is start working on that. All right. Right. So basically, we've got Smugsy, right? Now he's the entertainment judge. Okay. So he is just judging.
Okay.
Solely on entertainment factor.
Okay.
So he will be scoring you out of 10, and your screen's frozen again.
Fuck Jesus.
Oh, fucking hell.
And one eye's open, one eye's closed. Look like a fucking retard.
It's not really. But I could certainly make a cock go in that picture.
So as I was...
This is all in there, cunt.
As I say, we're trying to do this different. Yeah. You know, the whole reason about this comp is we don't want it to be the same old MO, all right? We change it up. This is about entertainment, right?
Right.
So Rotan Jesus, a.k.a. Smugsy, he's our entertainment judge. He is scoring you primarily on your entertainment factor, all right? So he scores you out of 10, okay? So basically, like when you come in and you do your tip-in, basically the whole thing. Are you G'ing up the crowd? Are you getting people pumped up?
Right.
Are you is it entertaining? Am I captivated by your skid type thing?
Yes.
Okay. So that's Smugsy. So entertainment, Rotan Jesus. All right. That's what he's judging. Okay. Then we've got Mr. Sean Jury. Okay. Summer Nats fucking skid redemption winning, second place winning.
Is that your bunk buddy in Aussie?
Right?
Yeah.
Is that your bunk buddy over in Aussie?
There's that barra that there's no fucking way I'm getting beaten by a fucking barra. Is that the one?
Fuck that. I stayed at a different hotel. There's no way I'm staying with no barra boys, mate. But so Sean he is the skid judge basically. So he's going to be marking you also out of 10.
Right.
On your skid, all right. So this is where the technical side of it comes into you your smoke scores and your tires off type thing.
Using the pad that you got.
All right. Yeah.
So entertaining, but technical and entertaining. Right, I'm with you. Yeah.
Okay. As I say, I still haven't 100%. We haven't come to an agreement on how it's all going to work. Right. But roll with the punches.
Okay.
I'll let everyone know before the date. Okay.
We trust you. We trust you.
So there's one more, right? One more judge.
You need
so
a drum roll?
My plan was.
Drum roll?
No, not yet.
I can do that in
So my plan was, it was going to be more like a style judge or something, So you've got entertainment, you've got style, and you've got your skid judge. But now, as I say, because I haven't nailed this down 100%, I'm thinking that the third judge is judging you solely on your tip-in. All right? So a tip-in judge, Yeah.
That would be good. Because I was talking with a bro about that actually, because depending on how much you allow them to use, that little driveway entry into the pad, that's where your technicality comes in, because you can create quite a bit of momentum, you would know.
Yeah.
And then you're not tipping into mirror, you're not tipping into ripping it, so you got to
You've got to be on, and you know what? It takes me to the Gracie's pad and the LS Fest last year, and there was some impressive tip-ins on that tiny little bit of stuff. So shit can be done. No, that's good.
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. Forget what you know. All right, this is about entertainment. Right, one of the biggest entertaining factors of any skid is the tip-in. All right. That's the most exciting part. Now, we're lucky.
Like and subscribe to the show, people.
Although the pad is small, it's not the smallest. It's not smaller than like the LS Fest pad. Yeah. It's not, it's way bigger than the Muscle Car Madness pad. The bonus of this pad is it's got a fucking wicked little tip-in section, right? So you can basically come in, you're already coming around the corner. So it's up to you, how you do it. So once again, we want the crowd going, whoa!
You'll hate this comment, bro, but I've seen some sick rotors pop into that little bit of pad.
No. You hit the nail on the head. Rotors and sick.
Oh, just about to say it sounded like a rotor.
Hey, I see your comment about J Ducker's Commodore.
I see your
comment.
So this is what we're all about, all right?
It sounds cool, mate.
People always moan about this Manfield pad or whatever, or it's not a pad, but I tell you what, it's not the smallest, all right? The benefit of this pad is a tip-in. So let's fucking have some fun.
It's not about the size of the pad, it's how you use it.
For a good example, I have seen nut out on that pad. I've seen nut out tip-in on that pad. So the caliber of that particular car, driver, if you want to go into it, mate, that's the pad's brimming on.
Rewind a couple of years and you see old fucking Rob out there in any of those Agro Falcons ripping it up. You see Arnie out there in low life ripping it up. It's all doable. It's actually quite a big pad. It's just it is what it is. And when it comes down to it, do you want to fucking skid, or do you want to skid, or do you want to sit at home and moan about not skidding, or do you want to get amongst it?
And you out there, that bro and I were just talking about before too. It really works well for us because the next day after is Impulsive
Rotary Day.
Impulsive, another Rotary Day.
And they'll have burnouts there too.
So there's going to be burnouts here that day. Yes. Impulsive.
Repulsive.
Yes.
Impulsive.
Yes.
So,
Yep, that's going to happen. So you got your jamboree, you got your 6 bangers to highlight jamboree, and then just to sort of like taper off everyone, you got Impulsive the next day.
The lawnmowers and stuff turn up in the kitchen wizards. But anyway.
Your screen's frozen again.
Oh, that's a good one.
Fuck. Oh, fuck's sake.
Go to the
These
road shop.
amateurs, man.
No, hey, you know, how do your live stream interviews go, bro?
Tell us when you see it.
I don't do them.
No, see? Innovators, bro. Disruptors. Disruptors, bro. Jesus loves you, bro. What are you saying?
Okay, so one of the challenges of being at Manfield is they actually have very strict rules, very, very strict rules. And I didn't think about this when I first got onto this because I was just like, hey, we're just going to make a little comp, have some fun. So you're not actually allowed to pop tyres at Manfield. So
right,
yeah. Well, so
on
what
their
happens
track
is
part, on their track.
Where the burnout pad is, your fucking screen's frozen again.
Look, to be honest, we're just going to have to
keep talking.
We're just going to have to can this interview.
No, just keep talking. No, hang on. We're back. If it does it again, I'm just going to put a picture of a duck's bum or something. Right.
No.
Okay.
Shall I start that again?
Yes, yeah, because that was a good one. Yeah, the Manfield thing.
Okay. All right. So basically, one of the challenges of having this at Manfield, and I didn't really think about it when I first sort of thought we'd do this event because I just thought it was going to be some fun. We have a skid, fun skid comp, get everyone involved. As Manfield is very, very strict, because that area is not actually a burnout pad; it's someone's driveway. It's the driveway in front of their shed, So that area has to be returned back to as it was before you started.
Right.
So the actual cleaning fee is about $5,000 to $6,000 after the weekend.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
And once again, because it's someone's actual driveway, one of the challenges is we're not allowed to pop tyres.
Right.
Okay. And when you're thinking 6-banger nats, mate, it's rim bashing the full works.
Yes.
Okay. So we have to, unfortunately, take that element out.
Right.
You're still allowed to pop a tyre, but basically, once you pop your first tyre, that's it. Skid over.
Just like Taupo.
Okay?
Just like Taupo.
Just like Taupo.
Yeah.
Oh, so is that what they do at Taupo? Okay. So that's that. Okay. Another thing is, so we have to put these barriers in and stuff. So if you hit the barrier or do any damage, that's on you guys. So if you damage it, they will bill you.
Oh.
Yeah.
What type of barrier is it?
These are,
well, they're just the orange.
Do they send them on Timu or?
So these are the challenges we have to work with. Afterwards, I was like, I was gutted. But then I'm like, hey, fuck, we're just still going to make it what it is, right? And what I have said, I've always said now, I says, if this goes well, I'll then take it bigger. We'll go to Masterton where we can fucking bang walls. We can have the tip in. We can create carnage. We can do tandems. And that, and have at least 50 cars, So, but we have to get the first one under our belt. We 100%. Have to make sure everyone behaves. We have to make sure people follow the rules, and we just have to have a good time. And if we want to be taken seriously, this is what it takes, okay? It's not the street skids. We're not little freaking 10-year-olds or whatever. We have some rules. We listen to them. We go out there. We do our best. We have fun. At the end of the day, once it's all done and dusted, we can go home and have some beers,
And I think this is a good time to pop in the fact that when you see a lot of the young fellas with all the invasion stuff and all the carry-on, and you hear that over and over, give us somewhere to skid so we can do it. And then the variance between people who want to put money in or not put the effort in to be there. These are the sort of things we as a community are trying to achieve and get those people to support more than just go and spending their money on their tyres and their fuel for just stupid shit that's swimming on the streets.
The more people that get behind this kind of thing, the more times this will happen, and the more availability it will be to more people. So
that basic thing.
Exactly.
I mean, this particular event we're highlighting, obviously there's it's working to a certain number, but there's way more number than that are prepared to go and do something. But it does take a bit of money.
A lot of people want to do it. You've had so many entries.
You can't turn up for someone for free. You turn up, you pay your whatever the fee is to get in, but you've got an ambulance here. You've got someone who's going to put your fire out if your car's bad enough it's going to catch on fire. And
you don't have to take your rubber home.
Just wanted to touch on that.
Oh, Ray doesn't want to touch on anything but ages.
Clean-up fees are ridiculous. You know, like that's
exactly
one of the things.
And that's why I go back to say, hey, listen, we're not making any money out of this, you know. So if anything, this is going to cost me money, but I just want to make sure I want to put my money where my mouth is and say I'm committed to making shit happen for everyone and not just the boys or not just the blowing boys or not just, you know, we're out there for everyone. Like, you know, my whole thing is we grow together, you know. So it's not all about me. You know, and that's why you'll see, you know, a lot of this. I do a lot of design work for the boys. I do, you know, a lot of promotion. You'll see videos of everyone, not all about me, you know. When people learn that we all grow together, you know, so it's you know, so it's even a quick tag and a share helps. If that helps you guys out, I'm in for it, you know. If
some of the mayors in this country, you know, of these small districts like you live in, you know, similar mayors, they should take blooming examples from some of what you're saying. Their communities could be better places.
No, and that's exactly what I want to go back to. If you want to grow, you have to grow together. You know, if you want it to be better, you have to everyone has to do their part. And if someone's up here, right, hey, and if you can help them come up here, if you can help them, bring them along for the ride, and it's no stress, why don't you do that? You know, so that's what this is about. You know, and then hopefully, you know, hopefully we, you know, I'll get to this a bit later, but we're actually doing some merch and stuff, and we can do some merch and some stickers and bits and pieces.
Seen some of your cool merch stuff, so that people are going to love that. Those cool designs too.
Yeah, so going back to the design, so if you saw my first one that we did for 6Banger Nats was the red Falcon with the tubes. All right, so that was Alistair's car. So back in the NZBC days, when we were all doing burnouts around the country together, there was always Alistair. He was in that, you know, well, we called it Wetty, but the number plate was Are You Wet Yet? And it had the party pipes, and it was a manual, and it had the big front rims on it, and it had the big flared out guards, and he'd just go first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, and the whole car's like fucking. He just went in there and had so much fun. And that's for me. That's why I'm like, these are the party cars, you know. And that's why when I dropped the first thing and had the red car, that's where that came from. And that's like when I think of party cars, that's the car I think of, you know. And so you'll see, and obviously you saw in my story today that, you know, the white ute. Right, so that's Alistair as well. So
are you wet yet or something? Was that one?
Same car. So basically, when the red body said I've had enough, he then transferred it all into the white ute and put the red guards on it and put the party pipes and the big fat wheels. And so that was the continuation of that car, and that's why I was like, I'm just following that theme. And so the cool thing is he hasn't skidded for 4 years. That ute had no motor in it, had no nothing. They've dragged it from when he saw my. When he first saw me drop the post and he saw his red car, he was like, bro, he messaged me straight away, bro, I can't believe it. And he's gone and dragged the ute out of the paddock. All the boys have got together. It's got a motor in it now, and he's coming back to skid. And he's been messaging. He's so pumped, you know. So that gets me along to there's still another. So once the 25 public entries are finished, there's still actually 3 or 4 more cars that I'll announce. So obviously Tony Wiley, the pest, he's in there, even though I haven't said it, but he's one of the boys that always helps out. You know, he's, as I say, bring the boys along for the ride. Tony helps me out heaps. I help him out where I can. We all go for the ride.
Bro, he has to be there. He has to be there because he's disappointed as fuck that when I called him out, our call out was going to be for Rapper Nats, bro, right? And I didn't get into Rapper Nats, so if he don't give into 6Bangers, this is where I've got to put some money.
Even if it's a demo run, doesn't even matter if it's a demo run. They're both those cars, those blooming Falcon 110, whatever you call them, they've got to be on.
So he's got to be there, bro. Anyway,
so Tony, right? Alice is bringing the ute down once it's finished. They've just got the motor and gearbox, everything in. It's getting Tony sent him an ECU. So this is how I say everyone comes together and helps out, so he can bring his car in. Hasn't skidded in 4 or 5 years. Seen the post, was like, fuck. It took him right back to the days where how much fun we used to have. So he's coming down.
Okay.
And so another person that he'll be in, who I haven't announced, and you wouldn't have seen him in the voting, is Mr. Skid Life, Dwight McCawson.
I knew. I had a funny feeling that he would not that car would be there.
Yes.
Hey, he's once again one of the dudes that always helps out. He's in
and
the scene.
Pad crew?
He's
He'd be pad crew on the day?
He's a 6. No, I want him to sit back and relax. I want him to enjoy your screens.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, so that pretty much gives us 30 cars for the day, which is what our limit is with Manfield. Basically, that's our limit for the comp. So it is what it is, man. We'll I didn't expect it to sort of. I just thought, hey, fucking, going to put a comp on for all the 6Banger boys, and then all of a sudden, everyone wanted to be part of it. So listen. All I can say is that I hope it goes well, because I don't want to be sitting down in a month's time doing an interview with you guys and you go, "Fuck, your comp sucked, bro."
Bro, I feel I'm good at predictions. I've got a pretty good feel. It's gonna go off, bro. We're traveling. We're gonna party up.
We're so looking forward to it, man. Yeah.
There's no way that event's not going to go down.
Whether the vision comes to fruition, I don't know. But the good thing about Manfield is they put these grandstands right around the fencing, so the viewing is awesome, and if we can fill those grandstands, man, I'll be so pumped, So if we can get some people having mega times in the stands, like, like this, and then we have, 30 cars in the pits type thing, and hopefully at the end of the day, everyone goes, I had a good time, and there's no bullshit. Everyone has a good time.
It's perfect timing because obviously with Jamboree down there at the same weekend, within the Manfield and all the car sort of culture, and then obviously people are going to be down there for Impulsive the next day. There's going to be initiatives half of those, even though they're rotor or whatever, doesn't matter. Like a lot of them love skids.
Yeah,
so
they all love skids.
There's going to be that option, what are we going to do tonight? Like Jamboree's finished, fuck, let's go watch the skids. There's. Yeah. Bro, I
think it'll be popular, and we're looking forward to it. We're going to try and figure out some way of getting. Well, we're going to have to get someone to film because we're going to have a lot of stuff to do. But we'll figure it out. But we're looking forward to it, bro. So
I think it's cool because you're someone that everyone can look at, Nut Outs, the Women, Evil 69s, Liz Gracie, fucking, everyone banging, Leon Tainted, but you're someone up that's got to that level that's trying to do other stuff, like Mick Brasher does for Brasher Nats, that sort of thing that you're probably going to go to. It's like people trying to just pass on and just keep it stuff going, and I think that's the important thing. Yeah. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. Well, no, that's a lot to say, and he's right, bro. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you need to fucking tell all the people of... we've probably got 100,000 people watching this episode, bro.
Imagine we had 1 million people watching this,
Is there anything you want to tell basically half the planet? Donald Trump watches this, bro. Is there anything you want to say?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Fucking share, subscribe. I don't know.
Pretty much.
You're going to play the normal aspect.
I don't know what to say. All my videos keep getting flagged because I swear too much. So
fuck, none of ours get flagged, bro. We swear like fucking us. We swear like those cunts on Justin Tippin.
Fucking so cool. Oh, I haven't watched the Tonight's one.
But you can swear, but they demonetize you.
Yes.
So all the ones that are going good are not making any money because it's been demonetized.
Well, we just put beats in one day.
But I thought it was always like that. Remember I said to you 15 minutes into at least your thing, try not to swear. And then after, I don't know.
We're not even eligible. We're not even eligible for money yet. And basically, we'll probably make trillions off merch sales. So who gives a fuck?
Who gives a shit? Yeah.
Anyway, fuck. Thank you for fucking talking to us, bro. We loved it.
Big fist up to you, bro.
Fist us, bro. We're fisting you right now.
Can't wait to see you at the end of March.
We're fisting you right now. Thank you, bro. Brother.
Can't wait to see you at the end of March.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun, bro. Thanks for talking to us. You cunts at home. How fucking good. I got a little JDM wheel. I'm throwing at the fucking camera today because I can't find my pen. Anyway, fuck off. I missed it.
Yeah, nothing. No connection.